I think I'll call it Living eBay. Or maybe Growing Up on eBay. The basic concept is, from this unique family point of view, a man, woman, and child, how they got involved with eBay. How eBay is the center of daily life. How a corporation can free you from corporate America. And from our family's daily routines, living eBay, you will see eBay itself grow. The good, bad, and the ugly undertow of corporate America, and some people have had the view of a somewhat self-righteous narcissistic community and those self-appointed standard bearers. To start off and taking a good look at our couple.
We grew up in the 70s and 80s, college dropouts, simply wanting to have a good time.
I would say our young couple is very creative and entrepreneurial. This may be deliberate or out of necessity. Both Scott and R has something to prove to themselves and their families. This is part of what brings them together. We won't get heavily into their problems past life, because this book has to do with living eBay, but imagine this couple, ambitious, hard-working. They love to relax, not so much partying as much as they do work so they can relax and enjoy the good life. This is not that much different than any other young couple in America. I asked Scott why eBay. The answer was not simple. He said,
when it comes to selling things online and auctioning things off, eBay is McDonald's and there's no Burger King.
If you know anything about growing up in the 70s and franchising, you know precisely what that statement means. But if you don't, maybe I can help you understand, or at least give you some insight into Scott's statement. When I was in school, I had a professor teach me something that I just always remember.
McDonald's and Burger King were the big brothers of franchising. McDonald's real estate group would spend millions and millions of dollars finding just the right location, studying the demographics of a town. The people, ages, what schools, what roads, leading in, what roads let out, highway locations, signage sizes, not to mention that famous logo, which now could be considered a modern-day hieroglyphic. On the other hand, we have Burger King. They spend just as much money on branding as McDonald's, but saves a lot of money when it comes to demographic and finding locations. They simply move across the street.
So where is eBay's rivals? eBay is in a very unique situation. For instance, they do not need a warehouse like Amazon.com and Buy.com. And what about all the rest? Using our McDonald model, are like the small business restaurant ma and pa owners. When I asked, is there a company that you consider being the closest to eBay's rival? Scott said,
eBay is in the strongest position to do so. But the one thing I observed about Google's eBay so far, well, I will say this, I have a strong impression Google don't like being second to no one. I can tell that most of the people on eBay are simply the sellers on eBay. This makes it quite difficult to sell something on eBay. And I have always wondered if Google's management understands that.
What would be your first or best suggestions to a newbie trying to get involved in eBay?
Well, I have not thought about that in a very long time. Let me think. Let's start with, most people have a wrong concept about eBay when they first start out. I know I did. It all has to do with the branding of a concept that you're going to make a lot of money off your garbage up in your attic. Grandma's favorite plate or collectibles. The preconceived thought of collectors are just sitting watching these auctions, and they're going to outbid each other on the same day, at the same moment, on the same auction. This is about 4 million light years from the truth. But yet that is the common misunderstanding of what these auctions are about.
Okay, this is the second question, and you've already blown my mind. I thought that's exactly what eBay and all the other auction websites were about.
I have to admit this is a little counterproductive to my eBay business, but it's quite simple. We think about it. If you are going to sell on eBay, you must buy low and sell high. And I ran out of Grandma's collectibles many years ago, so getting replacement products to sell as a major part of this eBay business makes up a lot of my day. And knowing what to buy and where to buy it from is one of the most guarded secrets of eBay sellers.
This statement is to the audience of this ebook. I am going to interrupt this long and informative, fascinating interview, and you may finish it on the full version. so we may have time to bring you into my experiences with this family when I spent a day and a night with them. I had contacted them by phone, and they agreed to meet me in a small village at the local bar and pub, not far from their house. Not surprisingly, when I arrived everybody seemed to know everybody. I noticed that Scott and Darlene were quite well known and popular with the locals. Both are extroverted, interesting in itself. Scott a little more so. Even when strangers walks in the door, Scott goes out of his way, not only to say hi to them, but gets personal, and even a little too personal, which ironically makes them feel at home and at ease with him and the surroundings. When it comes to Darlene, first thing you notice about her is that she looks you square in the eye, and she never seems to take her eyes off yours as you are talking. This gives you a sense that she really cares what you are talking about. I wondered to myself, this could not possibly come across in an email. Let's get started. A day in the life, living eBay, with Scott, Darlene and Tyler, our eBay family.